What's going on, guys? No more supcharls here, and today I'm going to be talking about the last weekend's COD XP event, which is kind of late to talk about, but then again I haven't really uploaded my commentary for this week yet, so I thought why not just talk about the COD XP event. And if it won't be a too long commentary, I'll also just talk about the PlayStation business meeting as well. So without further ado, let's just start with the Modern Warfare Remastered multiplayer, which in my opinion looks really good. The trailer was pretty exciting, and they also announced that the multiplayer would also get all the 16 maps which the original Modern Warfare game had. They would also be remastered, all of them, instead of those 10 multiplayer maps as they said in the start. And it would come out in December or January, some of them, which is pretty nice. And it will all be for free. And to be honest, the trailer really was a pretty good trailer. It was giving me quite a few memories, but then again I didn't really play a lot of COD 4 in the first place, but seeing these modern weapons is pretty exciting to, you know, I guess relive those memories once again. I miss the modern Call of Duty shooting era games, so of course I'm really excited for it. The graphics though look a little bit like COD Online, which might be because it is being remastered by Raven Software, but it is improved at least, and it looks like it's gonna be a good game, especially since the glitches and stuff, most of them will stay in it just like it was on the original game. So I don't really have much to say about the Modern Warfare Remastered. And now with the Infinite Warfare multiplayer, I was kinda excited, but at the same time I was a little disappointed with it because it looked pretty interesting. Sadly though, it had some, to me, you know, from the trailer that we saw, some clips, it looked like some of the stuff were gonna turn out to be overpowered with, for example, that black hole grenade thing looks really overpowered to me. The shield thing where you can just run out to enemies and get kills for it, and weapon variants with which will return in 4 different ways. I think I'm not really sure how many ways it was gonna turn out, but there's gonna be weapon variants again, and I'm not really a huge fan of that, but it doesn't really seem that game breaking this year as it did with the Advanced Warfare stuff, so hopefully it will be well balanced this time, because so far what I've seen is that you can, for example, get 50% more ammo on your mags and stuff like that, maybe a 25 kill streak with the nuke streak coming back again. But other than that, I think it looks pretty solid. The weapons seems to be pretty nice and interesting. You know, flipping a sniper rifle scope onto a iron-sighted AR mode or something like that looks pretty interesting. I'm not even sure how they came up with that idea, but you know, COD goes with the Ripper SMG AR hybrid thing was a pretty solid gun as well, so I kind of look forward to see what they created with these guns in this game. But you know, Specialist is also coming back. This time around it will be called Rigs, and it will have free payloads and free traits, with which I don't really understand much of yet, so I'm not really gonna talk much about it. But simply I'm a little bit nervous about how it's gonna turn out and how it's gonna be balanced, because in the trailer we also saw a robot turning into a, I guess, a tag dog or something like that, which I wasn't really too big a fan of, because you are the one, you know, the player that are going to control that, you know, dog mode, I guess you could call it. And I'm not really sure how well it's gonna be balanced, you know, if it's just a one-hit kill or whatever it's gonna turn out to be. So I'm a little nervous about Infinite Warfare's multiplayer, but it will get a multiplayer beta next month on October 14th or something like that for PlayStation owners, I think. And the Jackal Assault PlayStation VR experience would also become free for PlayStation players that purchase Infinite Warfare on release, which I'm really glad about, because I really look forward to virtual reality someday, and hopefully I can try it out. But other than that, I think there isn't much interesting stuff to really talk about from the COD XP event now. So the PlayStation business meeting, which took place, you know, 3 days ago from now, is a pretty, you know, it was a pretty interesting event, I think. I was pretty hyped to see the PS4 Neo and what it was gonna turn out to be. And now that I've seen it and seen what it's being called now, PlayStation 4 Pro, it was a solid looking console. It had some solid upgrades, but then again, I'm not really sure if I want to buy it on day one. So I guess I'll just wait a little bit just to see how it's gonna turn out to be, and if there's gonna be a huge difference with frame rates, I'll probably just buy it someday in the future, but it will be with a bundle or something like that when I see that stuff coming out in the future, because right now there's only a Call of Duty Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered bundle, both physically and digitally, where you can basically get a PS4 Slim with the games, and a Watch Dogs 2 and including Watch Dogs 1, as well as a physical copy on that bundle, which is also coming out soon whenever Watch Dogs comes out, or Watch Dogs 2. But other than that, I don't really know much about the PS4 Pro. It isn't really what I expected it to be, but then again, it was pretty exciting to see a lot of the stuff that it was shown with the Spider-Man footage, the Horizon Zero Dawn mostly. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare didn't really notice much, but Mass Effect Andromeda and all that kind of stuff would apparently benefit from it. They would also patch some older, I don't really know if it was all, but most of their older first party games would be patched so that it would run better on the PS4 Pro and look better and all that kind of stuff with the HDR thing that they talked a lot about in that business meeting as well. So hopefully it will just be an enough improvement for me to really want to buy it. But I think right now I would probably prefer the PS4 Slim, because it's slimmer than the standard PS4 and it also has the HDR function anyway, so it's, I guess, a win-win situation right now since I don't own a 4K TV. So other than that, I think it was all I really had to say for this week's commentary. I hope you viewers enjoyed this, but whenever I make my next commentary next week, I'll see you viewers on that one.